Hello? Booktube? Hello, Booktube. I'm the Book Goblin. So, today I'm going to be talking about a book called Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. I've seen it mentioned on Booktube a few times, but I expect many of you won't have heard of it. So I thought I'd offer some thoughts on it. Now, it's not much of a spoiler to say that this book follows three main characters in their efforts to keep a bad guy, to keep him dead. His name is Voldemort, and he is a really bad guy. I mean, the sort of bad guy that tries to murder babies in their cot. Actually, that bad. And also the sort of magical bad guy that could potentially come back from the dead. Yeah. As far as the semi-undead, baby murdering bad guy stuff goes, there are some fairly dark aspects to what is essentially a middle grade read. So it has some really great potential from a Goblin point of view. Anyway, to come back from the dead, this bad guy Voldemort needs something called the Philosopher's Stone, which I suppose is how the book gets that bit of its fairly long title, I guess. So this book follows those three main characters in their heroic efforts to keep this bad guy from their world. So, let's talk about those characters. So, the first character to talk about, the real hero of this book, one that's brave, inspiring, no doubt very good looking, is my favourite character, and really the one that's, that the whole book is kind of based around. His name is Griphook. Griphook the Goblin of Gringotts Bank. Now, it's possible, through some rather clever storytelling, that you might think that he's not the main character of this book. You see, it's somewhat understated, but the last 10 years, Griphook has been single-handedly keeping the Philosopher's Stone from Voldemort, and therefore keeping this terrifying villain weak and ineffective. What a hero! Griphook's scenes in this book are the most exciting and thrilling in the novel. A true highlight, but they are limited, which was a bit surprising to me, considering what a central character he felt like to me. So, while Griphook is quite a subtle main character, the next of the three main characters that I'll talk about is far more in your face. The whole book is kind of about him and his family. His name is Ron Weasley. And this book follows Ron as he joins a new school for young wizards and witches. The school's called Hogwarts. We meet Ron at a train station where him and his older brothers are about to catch the train. And Ron and his large and lovable but impoverished family take pity on a helpless boy. That boy's name is, Harry Potter. Now this is where the narrative style of the book is kind of clever. You see, while the stories are mainly about Ron, it's told from the point of view of this completely clueless lad, Harry. So while all the adventures and things that Ron's getting up to are new to the reader, they're also new to Harry. So it sort of makes sense that it's all being explained. So that works quite well. So while Ron is quite humorous and likeable, Harry is, well, kind of useless. From what I recall, Harry fails to perform a single spell during his whole time at Hogwarts. While Ron is using his new learned magical skills to do things like knock out a huge troll with his own club. Yeah, while Harry is generally dragging Ron from one problem to another, Ron usually figures out a way to solve that problem. Whether that's saving him from a troll, or using his masterful tactical skills to save them from enchanted life-size chess pieces. However, while Ron is the superior character in most aspects, Harry does have one talent. He's rather good at riding a broomstick. Yeah, a broomstick. You know, like the little old witches do, but cooler, I guess. And that ability to fly a broomstick makes him rather good at the school's main sport, called Quidditch. So I guess that makes Harry sort of the dim-witted sport star jock type character in this book. Yeah, but Harry is quite charming in his innocence, and as a secondary character, I quite like him. And speaking of secondary characters, there's also a girl called Hermione, who sort of goes from being an annoying nerd type character to being a slightly less annoying nerd type character. But in a good way. So, yeah, where was I? You had the first main character, Griphook, and then you had the second main character, Ron. Time to talk about the third main character, I suppose. So, the final of the three main characters is also the oldest. His name is Dumbledore. So, if Voldemort is the evil villain who leads all the dark wizards, Dumbledore's, his nemesis. He's the good-hearted headmaster of Hogwarts, and he's also kind of the most respected and potentially one of the most powerful wizards in this world. And knowing that Voldemort is seeking the Philosopher's Stone, Dumbledore hides it behind a clever set of trials, the final of which is certain to stop Voldemort or any of his followers from getting the Philosopher's Stone. However, the innocently foolish Harry Potter interferes with Dumbledore's preparations. He muddles his way through all of those trials, significantly helped, of course, by our main character, Ron, and even Hermione, before unlocking the Philosopher's Stone for Voldemort, which was nearly catastrophic, if we're honest. Fortunately, the heroic Dumbledore had a bit of a feeling that something was amiss, and arrived back in time to defeat Voldemort. I guess the whole book is kind of building up to this confrontation between Dumbledore and Voldemort. Unfortunately, the point of view character Harry is unconscious, and we don't get to actually hear about it. And we don't really know what happened in that showdown, except that Dumbledore won. Hurrah! So this book has something of an anticlimactic ending, but there are several more books in this series, so I guess the adventures will continue in those. So that covers a lot of the main stuff in this book, but there's a few other things worth mentioning. The world that this book describes, one where magical humans sort of live alongside non-magical humans, is rather well crafted. It reminds me a lot of how goblins like me live alongside you humans, and you barely even notice. Oh well. And there are some really nicely described things in this book. Some things I would particularly like to try myself, such as some of the magical snacks described. Personally, I would love to try Every-flavour jelly beans. I think that Dumbledore even boasted at one point that he'd managed to land a bogey-flavoured one. Yum! Oh, I was so jealous. I love bogies and bogey-flavoured stuff. Bogies are a really underrated flavour. I've often thought that I should go into business making and selling bogey-flavoured ice cream, but I haven't really had a lot of luck finding investors. In case anyone's listening, looking for a business opportunity. No one. Oh, well, bear it in mind. So yeah, I've really enjoyed reading this, and I'll definitely be reading most of the other books. Hopefully, the whole of the next book will take place in Diagon Alley, where Gringotts Bank is, and we'll be able to hear much more about Griphook and some of the other goblins. Oh, wouldn't that be good? But I suppose it will more likely be continuing to follow the adventures of Ron Weasley, and his brothers. Yeah. And I'll probably have to put up with Harry again. But that's okay. So, in summary, I strongly recommend this book. Although Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone is a somewhat misleading title, I kind of feel like it should be called Ron Weasley and the Every-flavour jelly beans. Or possibly Griphook and the Gringotts Bank. Yeah, well, if any of you have any thoughts on alternative titles for this book, I'd love to hear it. I think you could sort of write stuff like the comments down there. Maybe.